Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Let's continue our lesson. Abu Bakrin tanawaltu, I took dawa'an, medicine. So as we know that tanawaltu is fail plus fa'il, so dawa'an will be maf'ul bihi ba'd al-faturi, after breakfast. Yabdu, it seems, annahu munawwimun, it seems, it induces sleep. Yani it puts someone on sleep. What about munawwimun? Any idea about this word? Ismul fa'il, excellent. So nawwama yunawwimu tanwiman is to put someone on sleep. So nawwama yunawwimu fahuwa munawwimun, and he is the one who puts someone on sleep. So we can see over here that it seems, it induces sleep, or it puts someone on sleep. Okay. So yabdu, it seems, and we know that after the verb we use anna and we don't use inna. And here who is ismu anna and munawwimun is khabaru anna. Al-mudarrisu, the teacher, idhab ila ghurfatik wastarih, go to your room and take rest. So dhahaba yadhabu, and fi'l al-amr will be idhab. We know this is hamzatul wasl, that's why we don't put any haraka on that, because when we connect it with waw or anything else, then it is not pronounced. So it will be idhab, but when we have waw before it, for example, it will be wadhab. Ila ghurfatik wastarih, and this is from number 10. It was basically istarih, yeah, and there was ya over there. And we know that when we make fi'l al-amr, we make the ending sakin. The ending is always sakin, and ya is also sakin. And we know that when we have iltaqa'u sakinain, the weak letter will be dropped, so it becomes istarih. Yakhruju Abu Bakrin, Abu Bakr leaves. Okay, why Abu Bakr is marfu over here?
It is fine.
It is file, excellent. Yeah, so, and when it comes after ya, then it becomes Aba Bakrin, ya Aba Bakrin. But the regular construction, or when it is file, it will be Abu Bakrin. Excellent. Is it the name, like, do you remember the meaning of Abu over here? What does it mean? Does it mean the father of Bakr?
No, it is Kunaya.
Yeah, it's kuniyatun. Perfect. Yeah. So when you refer to someone about something, like we gave the example from the Quran, Abu Lahab, and similarly, min ghayr al-Quran, we have Abu Huraira, and also we have Abu Bakr. So when we associate someone with something, then also it is used, Abu is also used in the Arabic language. Okay, excellent. So tanawala, yatanawalu, we can see over here, tanawulan. That means to take something by using your hand.
Medicine.
Okay, Umaru. We know Umaru is mamnu min as-sarf, so there will be no tanween on that. Ya Ustadu, inna hadaini at-talibaini yatashajarani da'iman. Alright, so inna, and after that, you know hadaini. Hadaini is basically hadani, hadaini, hadaini. So this is the ismul ishara for dual, and this is the only, this one, and also the feminine for, yani, we have hadihi, hatani, hataini, hataini. Both of them, they are flexible, and they will be treated as like regular noun. For example, kitabani, kitabaini, kitabaini. And similarly, talibani, talibaini, talibaini. And similarly, we have hadani, hadaini, hadaini. And we know that after inna, ismu inna is always mansub. So hadaini is mansub over here. So hadaini is ishara, and at-talibaini is musharin ilayh, we can say, or badal. So inna hadaini at-talibaini, indeed these two students, yatashajarani da'iman, are always quarreling. Yatashajarani. So why do we have yatashajarani? Because it is khabaru inna. Excellent. Yeah. So ismu inna is dual. So ismu inna is dual, and we know that normally it's like mubtada and khabar, they are equal in two things. So hadaini at-talibaini is dual, and that's why yatashajarani is also dual. So this is ismu inna and this is khabaru inna. Da'iman, always. Arju an tansahahuma. I request you to advise them, yani advise them to behave. Tansahahuma. And then we say, as we can see here, this is the attached pronoun. So it seems that we also have to pay some special attention to the dual as well, because here we have like the usage of dual as well. As we can see, hadaini atalibaini, and then we have yatashajarani, which is for the dual, and also we have the attached pronoun huma as well. Al mudarrisu, the teacher. Lima at-tashajuru ya hamidu. Why? Basically, it will be why quarreling ya Hamid, or why are you quarreling, oh Hamid? And we can see over here we have ing form, because here we have masdar at-tashajuru ya Hamidu. Hamid says inna Abbasan. So we can see again here after inna ismu inna is mansub. Abbasan yaqulu li da'iman ya a'waru. Indeed, Abbas always calls me one-eyed. A'waru. Do you remember we discussed in book number 2 about the body defects and the colors? Alwan wal
Yes.
uyub, yeah? Alwan wal uyub. So please remember that all the colors and all the
They
defects,
come into the
yeah,
form of Abdul.
are on the pattern of af'alu, and they are mamnu min as-sarf. They are mamnu min as-sarf because they are on the pattern of af'alu. Here we have ya, so we know that after ya, it has to be light. But if we don't have ya, even if it is singular, it will be a'waru, which is one-eyed. Abbasun, huwa yaqulu li ya a'raju. He calls me lame. So there is a quarrel going on in the classroom. One student calls the other student a'war, and one student calls the other student a'raj. Okay, so here we have only two students, Yatasha Jarani, right? But we have discussed previously in the previous lesson that in this like bab, as we have from number 6, we normally have people who are participating and more people. But here we have two people or two persons. So what do you think? Is it something like from number 3 or from number 6?
It's form number 3. Because like a mujadila.
Mujadala, yes, yeah. So from
It's
number
form 3.
this is basically reflexive of from number 3, okay? So but and the question was asked in the previous like lesson that what is the main difference between these two, and we discussed that in form number 3, which is fa'ala yufa'ilu mufa'alatan, basically two persons are there, and in this there is a group involved in doing something, but here we don't have a group. Here we have only two students. So how would you differentiate?
The intensity of fight to start.
Okay, yeah. First of all, we have to look at the basic concept, and we have to go with the basic concept that the basic concept of this form is the group involvement, like everything is done in the form of a group. That's number 1. Number 2, the easiest way to differentiate between form number 3 and 6 is that in form number 3, there is normally one person is active and the other person is passive. So, and that is also muta'addi, that always needs an object. So when you talk about jahada and when you talk about qatala, then there is someone who initiates the action and then there is someone who receives the action. For example, Surah Al-Mujadala. If you see, قَدْ سَمِعَ اللَّهُ قَوْلَ الَّتِي تُجَادِلُكَ فِي زَوْجِهَا وَتَشْتَكِي إِلَى اللَّهِ. تُجَادِلُكَ. So there is Sahabiya, and then there is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then she is initiating and she is talking to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there is one person is active and the other person is passive or the receiver of the action. And yesterday we have seen in the previous lesson, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu idha najaytumur rasula. Najaytum and ar-rasula. So there is a group and there is one person. So over there is one person who takes the initiative and the other person is the receiver of the action. But in this bab, the characteristic is that like everyone is a participant, everyone is the doer of the action. There is no one receiver of the action. So that is the main difference. That's why we say that this is like group discussion, that no one is exactly taking initiative and no one is exactly receiving the action.
It's a reflexive. One is acting and the other is counteracting.
Yes.
Reciprocal.
Yeah, that's in form number 3. But here everyone is participating. Everyone is the doer. There is no receiver of the action.
Ustad, that is tafa'ala. Tafa'ala, that is a wazan.
Yeah, this one from number 6 that we are discussing, right? Tafa'ala yatafa'alu. This is group discussion, right? And this
Yes,
is
sir.
reflexive of from number 3, which is fa'ala yufa'ilu mufa'alatan, right? So group number 3, two persons are involved or two groups are involved. One is active and the other is passive in form number 3. But in form number 6, everyone is active. There is no passive in this form. Everyone is participating. Everyone is like doing the action, and there is no one receiving the action. So that's why we say that it involves the group work, and it does not involve two persons, and there is no active and there is no passive. Does it make sense? Is this clear?
Yes, Ustad.
Okay, excellent. So tashajara yatashajaru tashajuran is to quarrel. Okay. All right. لا يجوز هذا يا أخويا. All right. يا أخويا. Okay. Oh, my two brothers. Okay. Any ideas about the construction of أخويا?
That is like akhavayani, like that it will come, ya Ustad.
Okay. Yes. So basically, it is أخ and
It's
the
Yaul Mutakallim is there, Ustad. The Yaul Mutakallim.
ياء المتكلم. Excellent. Perfect. Yeah.
That is being drawn. That with the nasab it joins and then becomes the shadda.
Okay, so yeah, so we have akhwan. I'll show you here. We have akhwan singular, and the dual of akhwan is akhawani. Akhawani is marfu, right? And akhawaini is mansub and majroor. Akhawani marfu, akhawaini mansub, and akhawaini is majroor. We know that whenever we have ani, aini, when it is used as mudaf, then the noon gets dropped. When we use it as mudaf, then the noon gets dropped. Like tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab, it was yadan and the noon was dropped. Okay, so when we drop noon, then ya is remaining over there, so it becomes akhawai, and then we have ya al mutakallim. So when we have, that when we have two yas together, we put tashdid over there, and then there is fatha on that, so it changes into akhawiyya. Oh, my two brothers. So akhawani, akhawaini, akhawaini. So when you use it as mudaf, so here akhawiyya, is it mansub or majroor?
It's mansub, Ustad.
Mansub, yeah, because after ya, whenever we have mudaf alayh, please remember that akhawiyya is mudaf alayh, right? Because akhawai is mudaf and ya al mutakallim is mudaf ilayh. So after ya, we always, whenever we have mudaf alayh, it will be always mansub. Okay, now can you remember any example from the Quran based on this pattern? ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي ديا. Yeah, ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. Okay, so it's the same pattern. The only difference is here we have akhawiyya and over there we have walidayya. And you know that walidani, walidaini, walidaini. Akhawani, akhawaini, akhawaini. And the same thing happens over there when you want to say my parents. You know that walidani means both mother and father. So when we say walidaini, and then when we add ya al mutakallim, it becomes walidayya. Rabbana aghfirli waliwalidayya walilmu'minina yawma yaqum al-hisab. So you can relate it to the examples that we have in the Quran so that you can remember that. La yajuzu hadha ya akhawayya. It is not permissible, oh my brothers, or oh my two brothers. So when we translate it, ama sami'tuma.
Ustad, I
Mm-hmm.
have akhavayya, that is the place is fa'il or maf'ul, ya Ustad.
It is here, it is mansub. Why? Because after ya, whenever we have mudaf alayh, it is always mansub after ya. For example, we say ya rabbal alameen. So when we say the regular construction will be rabbul alameen, the regular construction. But when we have ya before that, then it becomes ya Rabbal
Rabbal.
Alameen. So it changed into Mansoob. And similarly here it also changed into Mansoob.
Thank
You're
Jazak.
welcome. وإياكم. أما سمعتما قوله تعالى في سورة الحجرات. Didn't you hear or know the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Hujurat? وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ. So we know تَنَابَزَ, يَتَنَابَزُ, تَنَابُزًا is from number 6. And do not call each other by offensive nicknames. So tanabazu is do not call each other. So calling each other is tanabuz. And bil alqab, as we can see here, laqabun, and the plural of laqabun is alqabun, by offensive nicknames. So offensive is in the brackets, so that this is that it means this is the explanation of that. Okay, we have discussed that from number 6 is mutaaddi. It's not. It's lazim. Sorry, it's not mutaaddi. It's lazim. It does not need object.
doesn't need an
But
object.
yeah, but we can make it mutaaddi by using harf jar.
Position.
Yeah, by using preposition or harf jar. So one of the ways of making a verb that is lazim into mutaaddi is harf jar, and this is also very common in Arabic language. So what happened now? Now it has become lazim. Sorry, mutaaddi. Now it needs an object. So wala tanabazu, do not call each other or one another. And now when we use be with that harf jar, then we have to bring in something after that, which will be maf'ul bihi, and maf'ul bihi is over here is alqab, bil alqab, right? So wala tanabazu bil alqab, and do not call each other by offensive nicknames. But tanabuz, as we can see over here, is the masdar, calling each other. Huwa an yad'uwa ba'duna ba'dan bilaqab as-su'. And at-tanabuz means calling one another by offensive nicknames. Okay, an, as we can see over here, and after that we know the verb is always mansoob.
Also,
An yad'uwa ba'duna ba'dan. Okay, here ba'duna is marfu' and here it is mansoob. Why is that?
because the file is already there.
Yeah,
And
yad'u. Mm-hmm.
yad'u,
is
ba'd,
is verb from is from number, so you know whether we have da'a or yad'u. After that, when you see dhamma, that means it is the doer, it is the file. Okay, so whenever we have from like da'a or we have yad'u, and after
then
that,
what this noon alif will be used at?
sorry,
What this noon alif, ba'duna, na, what is that?
yeah, this is a attached pronoun which is maf'ul bihi, or it is basically mudaf ilayh,
No,
because
it's
ba'd is always used as mudaf, and na,
mudaf, and that's
yeah, it is
mudaf ilayh.
mudaf ilayh, right? So it is mudaf ilayh, and ba'dan will be
Maf'ul bihi.
maf'ul bihi. Excellent. So what tanabazu huwa an yad'uwa ba'duna ba'dan, calling one another. B, again we have harf jar B, which is very very common in Arabic language. Bilaqab as-su'i, by calling each other by offensive nicknames. All right. So the translation is there. I hope everything is clear, right? So,
Sir,
mhm,
sir,
yeah.
Baaluna, Baalan, that side. Baaluna, that is the file, is the place is file, yes, sir.
Yes, it is some of us. So it's like the doer, the file, and ba'dan is maf'ul bihi.
Again, they come in Baalan. Why is it come maful bihi?
Some of us calling some others.
Yes,
Something like that.
because yeah, we have ba'duna, some of us, calling ba'dan, some of us. So it's basically, as we can see here, here the translation is one another by offensive nicknames, but in Arabic it is always like ba'duna ba'dan, some of us calling some of us. That's right, yeah. So ba'duna is file and ba'dan is maf'ul bihi. And yad'u is the verb. We know that whenever we have da'a or we have yad'u, after that, whenever you have dhamma, that means that thing is the doer, or that person is the doer of the action.
So can we say that it has two
It-
maful bihi?
It can, there is a possibility, that's number one, or we can say mudaf alayh itself is the file, because mudaf alayh it is incomplete construction, so the whole construction can be the doer as well.
Yes, but about badin and then bilaqab as-su'i.
Yeah,
So
this is مفعول به الثاني بواسطة حرف جر. Yeah, yeah, via حرف جر, as we discussed earlier, that after حرف جر there can be object or there can be مفعول به الثاني as well. That's right. So that will be the second object, but that is via حرف جر. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Exactly.
وإياكم. لا ينبغي للمسلمين أن يتنابزوا. It is not appropriate for Muslims to call each other bad names. لا ينبغي للمسلمين, so harf jar, because of that it was muslimuna, it has changed into muslimina. And then we know that an yatanabazu or an yatanabazu will be al-masdar al-mu'awwal. It is not appropriate for Muslims to call each other bad names. فَقَدْ نَهَانَا. Naha, what kind of verb is this?
Prohibition.
I knew it. Okay, someone
Yeah,
else please.
this one is
Madi.
Madi, excellent. So it was basically naha yanha. And you know that whenever we have alif maqsura, and when we connect it with the attached pronoun, that it changes into alif, the regular alif, it changes into alif. So it was basically naha yanha. Faqad nahana Allahu. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prohibited us or forbidden us. And yesterday we discussed that tabaraka wa ta'ala. These are the two verbs that are used only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the blessed and the exalted. Anhu refers to what? We know naha comes with the preposition of an. Naha an, it always comes with the preposition of an. What about who?
So
Who refers to?
it will be again maful bihi.
Yes, but who refers to what?
Allah has forbidden us
Us from what?
from the evil this thing.
Yeah, so this is that's why I told you that it is masdar al muawwal. Yeah, so it is used as a noun. Now it's as a noun. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has basically forbidden us from at-tanabuz, yeah, from calling each other nicknames or bad names. Wasammahu, and what about samma? Now you should be able to figure out.
Sama yusammi.
Again.
Yes.
Fi'l madi.
Fail madi, verb from number
2.
2. Okay, samma yusammi tasmiyatan. Yeah. So it was samma, and we know that whenever we have attached pronoun after that, then alif maqsura changes into alif. Wasammahu, and he called it fusuqan, wickedness, as we can see over here. So samma, we know that from number 2 normally it requires maf'ulain. So who is object number 1, and fusuqan is verb object number 2. Wasammahu fusuqan. Fatuba. What about this tuba?
This is commanding.
Command for how many?
Tuba is for both.
For 2, exactly. So it's basically tub.
Alif is the file.
Yeah, tub is for 1, and tuba is for 2, and tubu is for more than 2. That's basically for 3 or more than that. So similarly, we have qul, we have qula, and qulu, kun, kuna, and kunu. And similarly, we have tub, tuba, and tubu. That's why I told you that we need to focus that we also have lots of examples of the dual over here. Fatuba. And so you both, as we can see over here, you both repent ilallahi, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we know that when we have the preposition of ila, that means to repent. Wastaghfirahu. Okay, we have it over here. Wastaghfirahu. What about this one?
And this
Again,
alif is
command.
again the dwell, and who is for from him.
Okay,
And
yeah.
we both seek forgiveness from him.
From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. So it was wastaghfirani. It was for 2, dual. And then the noon has been dropped because it's fi'l al-amr, and that's why it has become wastaghfira.
Attached with the
Yeah, wastaghfirahu. And seek his forgiveness. So you both repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek his forgiveness. So tuba and wastaghfirah. Wastaghfirah, sorry.
Istighfar, till that is the verb, Ustad, and alif is the file, and who is the no. Who is the file, and in between there is a maful bihi, right?
You mean here?
Yes, Ustad. So the maful bihi is sandwiched between the file and the verb, right?
No, basically
Yeah.
here is istaghfira is
It's
fail
a
plus
combination
file,
of the subject, verb, and the
and
maful
who
bihi.
is maful bihi?
Who is the doer? Seek his forgiveness. How it will be, Ustad?
Who
No, no.
cannot be the doer? Who is always
Okay,
The
so then,
receiver.
yeah, the
Okay,
attached
so
pronoun is always
okay here.
yeah.
So when we have wastaghfira, so this is fail plus file, and who is maful bihi?
So
That's not
alif
the
is the
doer.
doer.
Perfect. Yeah.
Alif is, yeah.
Whenever we have fail al amr, and we have discussed many times that whenever we have fail al amr, we have the doer inbuilt doer inside that, right? So there is fail plus file, and who is maful bihi. So here tuba ilallahi. So tuba is fail plus file, and maful bihi is ilallahi, which is jar majroor. Wastaghfira is fail plus file, and who is maful bihi, and who refers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Ustad, we
Yes.
can't say that who we can say mulaf ilahi. We can't say.
No, it's not mudaf alayh. It's maful bihi, the receiver of the action.
Oh,
Because
action.
whenever attached pronouns come with the verb, they are
Oh,
always maful bihi. Please
yes.
write it down. Whenever
Right.
whenever attached pronouns come with the verb, any kind of verb, it can be past, it can be present, it can be fail al amr, fail al nahi. Whenever you have the attached pronoun, it will be maful bihi.
If it will come a noun only, we can say that is mulaf ilahi.
When it is attached to the noun, when the attached pronouns are used with a noun, then they are always mudaf alayh. Perfect. For example, we have kitab plus who, kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, kitabuhum, rabbuna, rabbuhu. So whenever we have the attached pronouns with the noun, they are mudaf alayh. And whenever they are attached with the verb, they are maful bihi.
And they also come with prepositions, Ustad.
Yes, they will be jar majroor when they come with the preposition. Exactly. Okay. Al Madarrisu, the teacher, Awaddu, Wadda, Yawuddu, Mawaddatan is basically used for it's something that is stronger than love. Uhibbu, and it is stronger than that. And that Tatasafaha, and it was Tatasafahani, right? And the noon has been dropped because of an. I would like that you both shake hands. What happens after that? There is a pause, and after the pause, Yatasafahani, they both shake hands. All right?
Yes, Ustad.
Tasafaha, yatasafahu, tasafuhan. So, what is the difference between musafaha and tasafuhan? Musafaha is from number 3, right? Safaha, yusafihu, musafahatan, right? That is from number
So
3.
without the ta, it comes to form 3. But here the ta is there with form 6, right?
Exactly, that's number 1. And number 2, what is the difference in the meaning then?
one is a noun and one
This
is a
occurs with the
masdar?
both are active in this.
Yeah, here both of them have to come forward and shake hands. No one has to initiate. But when we talk about musafaha, then someone has to
One
initiate.
person who is
Yeah,
greeting that.
exactly. One person heads toward the other person and then he shakes hand with that person. So one person has to initiate and one person has to be active and the other person has to be passive. That is from number 3. But in from number 6, everyone has to participate. No one has to be active and no one has to be passive. Is this clear
Among
now?
the form 3 and form 6, which is reflexive, Ustad? What do you mean by reflexive?
From number 6 is reflexive of from number 3. In form number 3, there are two persons, two parties involved. And in form number 6, we add ta and we add alif.
But
Alif is already there.
reflect in the sense is something, an act is happening and we are responding to that. But this should be something that form 6 is something simultaneous. Both are like coordinating.
Perfect.
And
Yeah, both of them, the action
but
is simultaneous.
I don't
Yes.
understand how this reflexive is that form 6. I don't know.
Okay, if
What
you
do you
don't
mean by
get the idea of
reflexive?
reflexive, okay, fine. So you can get the idea from there that from number 3 involves two person, one is active, one is passive, and it is mutaaddi, right? And from
Yeah.
number 6 it can involve 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is lazim, and everyone has to participate. No one has to be active and no one has to be passive.
But some grammar books, if they use reflexive, in what sense they use, I don't
Yeah, but
understand.
that's basically, yeah, then you have to go a little bit into the English grammar, and then we need to figure that out, like why it is called reflexive of that and this of this. Because, yeah, for example, we discussed that form number 4 is reflexive of form number 2. If you remember that. Form number 2 is when you make someone do something, and form number 4 is when you do something, sorry, form number 5 is when you do something by yourself. For example, allama, he taught, and ta'allama, he learned.
Taking some effort, you said sometime before. Yeah.
Again, please.
You said that form 5, you make some efforts.
Effort to do something, yeah. When you want to get something, you put some extra effort. And you do it to yourself. So this is reflexive because you are doing something by yourself to yourself. But when you talk about form number 2, that is when you are making someone do something. For example, allama, you teach someone. And similarly, we say, we or any other verb that you have over there, you make someone do something. Nazdala, you bring something down.
Okay, Ustad, got it.
I hope it's clear. If not, it's okay. We have enough time. We can.
It's okay, Ustad. Yeah, when we proceed further, I think we will.
Yeah, please don't get into the word reflexive. Just look at the characteristics individually, and we have discussed in detail all the characteristics of all the forms individually. So don't focus on the English meaning as of now. Just focus on what happens in each and every form of the verb.
Yes, Ustad.
Okay, what happens in form number 2?
We are making someone do that.
Yeah, you make someone do something. Okay, what happens in form number 3?
Form number 3 is one is initiating the process,
Excellent.
and the other is a reception, like a receptor.
Okay, what about form number 4?
Form number 4 is like
Is similar to,
right?
yeah, it's similar to form number 2 when you make someone do something. That is causative. Yeah, it's causative. So form number 2 is causative, and form number 4 is also causative. However, form number 2 is intensive, but form number 4 is not intensive. But both of them are causative. Fine. What about form number 5?
Form number 5, as you said, it is. Just now you said that.
It's like, yes. Anyone else, please? Does anyone remember form number 5?
Form number 5. Can you give an example, Ustad, please?
Yeah, أنا أتعلم اللغة العربية كل يوم.
Yeah. You are taking some efforts to do that.
Yeah, خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. Yes.
Reflexive of 2.
Yes.
Form 2.
Yeah, now you're saying reflexive of form 2. Why do you say that?
Because you said that.
Yes, okay. So here you put some effort, okay, to do something, to get something, all right? And then when we go to form number 6, okay?
It's a reflective of form 3.
Yeah, or if you don't want to say reflective of form 3, you can simply say that this is something where a group is involved to do something. Yeah, both of them are active. I hope it's clear now.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. Aliyun, Arju an tasmahali bilin sharafi. I request you to allow me to leave. فإنني أشعر, because I feel بتعب شديد, extremely tired. So here Ali is asking for the teacher to allow him to leave, and the reason is he is very tired. So this part, I hope it's clear. We have discussed it many times. إياك أن تتمرض يا علي. Ali, don't pretend to be sick. Iyaka. Do you remember we discussed in the previous lesson that after iyaka we have waw, and then we have the noun that is mansub. As we discussed the hadith, iyaka wa dhanna. Beware of false assumption. So when we have iyaka, it is used for tahdhir. Yani, it is used for giving a warning. Tatamarada is to pretend. So we have discussed that one of the characteristics of form number 6 is that you have the meaning of pretension, that someone is pretending to do something. Okay, so now we have to see a very small difference that the Shaykh has beautifully explained. Iyaka wa nauma fil fasli, beware of sleeping in the class. What difference do you find between this sentence and this sentence?
There is Muawal Ustad.
Al-Masdar al-Mu'awwal, yeah. Iyaka
Yeah.
an
Yes,
tatamarada. So we have Masdar al-Mu'awwal, and here we have Iyaka wan nauma. So here we have the noun after. So we have, because we have a noun, that's why we have to put wow. And if there is no noun, as we can see over here, if there is no noun, if we have Masdar al-Mu'awwal, then there is no need to put wow before Masdar al-Mu'awwal. There is no need to put wow before an. So iyaka an tanama fil fasli. So we can see over here that don't sleep in the classroom. So wow is not used before Masdar al-Mu'awwal. So there is a small difference that we need to understand. That when we have a noun, then we have to use wow, and the noun will be mansub. And if we don't have a noun, we have Masdar al-Mu'awwal, then there is no need to use wow. Iyaka an tatamarada ya aliyu. It will be basically beware of pretending, O Ali, or don't pretend to be sick, O Ali. So in either case, the meaning will be the same. And this is used for tahdhir. Yani it is used for warning, giving a warning to someone about doing something. So when you see someone is doing something wrong, then we use this expression. Aliyun, then Ali says again, A'udhu billahi an akuna min al-kadhibin. A very beautiful expression here again. A'udhu billahi an akuna min al-kadhibin. I seek refuge in Allah from being one of the liars. Okay. Ada ya'udhu, we know that it always comes with the preposition of ba. Ada ya'udhu comes with the preposition of ba. Okay, so we when we say a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim, right? So whenever we have this this verb a'udhu, then we have two things, or there are two things that over there. One is that we seek refuge in this case we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then we seek refuge from, and we have minash shaitan, from ash-shaytan. Okay, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. But here we have a'udhu billahi an akuna. An akuna. Again we have what? Al-Masdar al-Mu'awwal. Now again you can see over here that when we have a'udhu billahi, and after min, if we have a noun, then we have to use min. It is a must to use min. So a'udhu billahi min al-kadhibi, a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytani. I seek refuge in Allah from telling lies. I seek refuge in Allah from shaitan. So the preposition min may be omitted if it is followed by a masdar al-mu'awwal. So if we have a masdar al-mu'awwal after that, a'udhu billahi an akdhiba, then there is no need to say min an akdhiba. If you say that, that's fine, by the way. That's not wrong grammatically, but then it becomes a little bit like awkward to say that. So that's why it is possible to drop min when you have al-masdar al-mu'awwal. So how do we say? A'udhu billahi an akdhiba. I seek refuge in Allah from telling lies. So we have two examples of Masdar al-Mu'awwal. In the previous example, we have discussed that whenever we have iyaka, after that we have wow, and after wow we have a noun. But if we have Masdar al-Mu'awwal, then there is no need for wow. And here we can see that whenever we have the verb a'udhu, it comes with the preposition of ba and min. But whenever we have Masdar al-Mu'awwal, then there is no need to bring in min. It is possible to omit it. Is this clear?
Yes, Ustad.
Okay. Al-Madarisu idhab shafak Allah. And we know that it was shafa with the alif maqsura, and it has changed into regular alif. So the translation can be you may leave, may Allah heal you. So we can also say go, but the proper translation will be you may leave or you may go. Mas'udun, ya ustadu, or teacher, nushiku, aushaka yushiku. It is from the sisters of, do you remember? It is from the sisters of? Sister of, yes.
Zanna, Ustad.
Sister of
Zanna.
Kana. Sister of Kana, yes. Like we have learned Asbaha, and similarly we have Amsa, and similarly we have learned Aushaka. Awshaka is not used in the Quran, but asbaha and amsa, both of them, their forms like the mudari have been used in the Quran. And we have seen the example as well. So, ya ustadu, nushiku, awshaka yushiku is like something is about to happen. Nushiku an natakharraja. Oh teacher, we are about to graduate. Natakharraja. Which verb form is this? Five. Excellent. We are about to graduate. Takharraja yatakharraju. Yes, perfect. So we are about to graduate. So we can see over here, natakharraja, and we know because of an, the ending of mudari has changed from dhamma into fatha. We are about to graduate. Nuridu, we want. An nata'allama, we want to learn. Tariqat al-bahthi, the method of searching or looking up. Anil
Research.
kalimati, yeah, anil kalimati, the word fil ma'jami in the dictionary. So nata'allama is also from number.
Ta'allama is
Yes.
four or five was that.
You see, ta is extra ta. Whenever you see extra ta,
Five.
yeah,
It's,
that means it's from number 5.
Four.
It's 5 or 6. It cannot be 4, okay?
Five.
Yeah, so it's 5 because 5, we remember that
The Roman numeral as 4 was that. 5 is just we, right?
I, we, and we. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's my mistake. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, takharraja yatakharraju and ta'allama yata'allamu, right? So, whenever we have ta, we can see over here, and we don't have alif, that means this is from number 5. Yeah, I was just writing 4. Excellent. So, this is from number 5. نتعلم طريقة البحث. So, what is this construction? طريقة البحث.
Mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Excellent. Yeah. And why it is mansub?
Because it's the maf'ul bihi.
Excellent. نتعلم. Excellent. طريقة البحث عن الكلمة في المعجم. And we can see here, we want to learn the method of searching or looking up the word in the dictionary. So why the word and the dictionary? Why it is translated as the? Al-kalima?
Because both are proper.
Yeah, and al-mu'jam. So we have to look at the translation as well. Okay. Al-mudarrisu, inna hadhihi la fikratun jayyidatun. Indeed, it is a very good idea. Okay, here what construction do we have? Inna, and after that we have lam. Do you remember this lam?
Lam of this one that which floats.
Yeah.
Taki.
What?
Mudakhal,
Yes. Does anyone remember the name?
that accompanies Amul Mudakhal.
Muzahlaqatu. Yes, lam al muzahlaqa. Yeah. So it's floating, the one that leaves its place. Yeah.
Is the khabar of
Yeah. So normally it comes with mubtada, but when it comes with inna, then it has to transfer to the khabar because we know two emphatic, words or letters cannot come together. So inna hadhihi la fikratun jayyidatun. Indeed, it is a very good idea. Sa'ada'u wada yada'u. So sa'ada'u, I will put or I will keep fi maktabi, in my office, mu'jaman, a dictionary. I will put a dictionary in my office. Okay, why do we have here sa'ada'u fi maktabi mu'jaman, and why not sa'ada'u mu'jaman fi maktabi?
I think it can be either ways, right?
Okay, but then there has to be a reason.
I think the emphasis on is in the this thing, so that has come first. Saado. I don't know.
Okay, excellent. This is basically, now you have your advanced level students, so I should tell you now. This is called ikhtisas. Ikhtisas is used for emphasis, and whenever you want to emphasize the idea, then what you do, you bring in jar majroor, or you bring jar majroor before maful bihi. So it will not come before maful bihi for no reason. There has to be a reason. And we will see more examples in the Quran by the end of this lesson, like inna ilayna iyabahum thumma inna alayna hisabahum. So we have iyabahum, hisabahum, which is basically, we can see over here that they are, both of them are ismu inna, but they have been brought after jar majroor. So please remember that whenever jar majroor comes before maful bihi, or whenever it comes before, whenever it is like brought forward before the file or maful bihi, then it is used for emphasis. So this is for sure that I will definitely keep a dictionary in my office. Sa'adahu fi maktabi mu'jaman. Alright, so please next time note it down that whenever, for example, lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. So whatever is in the heavens and in the earth belongs only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then it has to be translated as only. And similarly here it has to be translated as definitely. I forgot to put the word definitely. I will definitely keep a dictionary in my office. وَسَيَكُونُ فِي مُتَنَاوِلِ أَيْدِيكُمْ إِنشَاءَ, and it will be in your access. Mutanawal. Is this ismul fa'il or ismul maf'ul? Ismul maf'ul. Okay. Give me the past tense and the present tense. Tanawala. Tanawala yatanawalu fahuwa mutanawilun. Okay. Okay, give me the passive. It means tunuwila. Tunuwila.
Tunuvila.
Yutanawalu.
Yatanawalu.
Yutanawalu.
Yeah, yutanawalu.
You have to write it down once, at least one time. You have to write it down and try to go through it so that you get used to it. Tunuwila yutanawalu fahuwa or fadhaka mutanawalun. Okay. What about aidikum? What is this? Okay. So ID, is it singular or plural? Plural. Plural of yadun. Yadun. Yadun, one. Yadani, two. And aidin is more than two. What is it? Yadun.
Messenger.
Yeah, yadun, yadun, yadani, and then we have aidin, right? So aidin is ismul manqus, as we know, so it is always ends with kasratain. Yes, so you said it is majroor over here. Why do you say that?
Because it's mudaf ilayh for mutanawala.
Yes, excellent. So mutanawal is mudaf and majroor because of fi, and it is mudaf, and aidikum is mudaf mudaf ilayh. The construction itself is complete construction is also mudaf mudaf ilayh, right?
Yes.
Okay. Insha'Allah. What will be the ending of Ismul Jalala?
Insha'Allah.
What kind of sentence is this? Come on. In is used for what? Harf jazm. Is it harf shart? This is adatu shart. Is this adatu shart al jazim or ghayru jazim? Okay. Okay. So we have shart. We have shart and we have jawab shart. So you have to look over here. Where is the shart and where is jawab shart? Okay, that's your homework. Insha'Allah, because we use it a lot. If Allah wills, as we know the translation. So we have the translation of if, and we know that whenever we have shart, there has to be jawab shart. So you have to figure out where jawab shart is. You will be able to do it, inshallah, right? So try to figure it out. Again, please. If Allah wills, I will put it in my dictionary, or yeah, so whatever you want to do after that, perfect. That will be mahdhuf. Jawab shart will be mahdhuf. So, for example, I ask you to do it, so you say, Insha'Allah, naf'alhu, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, so we will do it. So, whatever you are planning to do, that is jawab shart. So, perfect. If you say, Insha'Allahu, so this is if Insha'Allah is the shart, then sa'adahu will be jawab shart. That will be the jawab shart for this. All right, excellent. So, alhamdulillah, lots of discussion today. I hope that.
So what did you you say in the last Ustad? You said what the Jawabu Shart would be, two categories. What were the two
Mahdhuf, yeah,
categories?
jawab shart is something that you are planning to
No,
do.
no, 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 Ustad. You said two terminologies. What was that? You said, you asked
محذوف
us.
وغير محذوف.
Oh, okay. Mahduf.
Sorry, مجزوم.
Majzoom and ghairu majzoom, yeah. We have,
مجزوم وغير
What is
مجزوم.
that?
yeah,
It
there are,
is deleted or not deleted, something like that, or what did you
like
say?
we have adawatu shart al jazima. There are like some, huruf that we use for condition, and they make the mudari majzoom. For example, من يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. من يطع الله. So it was basically يطيع, but because of man, it became majzoom. So man is harf jazm, and we say adatu shart al jazim, or we say adatu shart al jazima. So there are some tools of, we can say, yeah, tools of condition that are jazima, and some of them are ghairu jazima. And we have discussed in detail in one of the lessons. I don't remember the lesson. So now we need to remember these things because we are proceeding. Inshallah, we are about to complete our book number 3, and we are about to start our, inshallah, analysis of the Quran. So you need to remember these details. All right. Any questions? All right then. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. جزاك الله خير.
وإياكم.